there, Gemini. Welcome to your March 2022 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. We'll start off with the sound bowl just to cleanse the energy and tune in. So if you'd like to take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Alright, Gemini, let's see what March has in store for you. I'll be doing 3 rows and cutting the deck. First row will be your current energies as you enter into March. The mid row will be any obstacles, anything that's unseen to you at this time. And then the third row will be the outcome. Okay, I've got Justice, the Lovers, Strength. Ooh, 3 major arcanas coming up for you. Chariot, another major arcana. Page of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Hanged Man, another major arcana. King of Swords. 5 of Cups. Ooh. Okay. We will be clarifying, don't worry. Okay, so you're starting off pretty strong in the month, but you might come against, you may have a bit of a tricky energy leading up to the end of the month. Starting off with the month, I will obviously be clarifying. The Justice card doesn't turn up unless there's been an injustice. So you start off the month in a pretty positive position. But there really is the desire, once things fall into place, the desire to move forward, okay, jump forward and actually have swift motion. But then we've got a very contrasting card beneath it with the Hanging Man here, basically saying no. You want to move forward, but perhaps in your mind and your spirit you can move forward, or your emotions. But before you really drive forward, you need to be able to see things from a very different perspective here, okay? There is a benefit, a great benefit, to just slow down and not jump too fast ahead. Because you have a decision that's coming up, a choice that's coming up, and it feels like, do you go with the heart or do you go with the head? Okay. At the end of the month, it is it's going to take quite a bit of courage or determination in your mind to be able to think forward for the future, to plan ahead, to plant the new seeds, to get the harvest of that, and to think forward for planting seeds for the future season. But we do have a slightly regretful, quite heavy card at the bottom here with the 5 of Cups, meaning that there is a little bit of regret. So I don't feel that this is to do with this decision that you're about to make. But he might be a little bit, it's what it feels like it's saying is that that's why you can't jump forward too quickly, because you need to release this past energy, come to terms with it, heal from it, and then you're in a much better position with the Hanged Man to have the clarity on that to then move forward. But let us clarify. Oh, this is a mini teeny tiny deck. Now with them being, with this spread having so many major arcanas, it does feel like it's a type of destined energy attached. Minor arcanas are your day-to-day, temporary, everyday things that go on, right? When we have knowledge of that, we are able to use the energies in our favor and deviate slightly. Major arcanas have a kind of it's a huge current of energy, like a predestined energy. So no matter where you are, you're going to be experiencing that energy no matter what you do. Okay, so major arcanas tend to be more malleable, whereas minor arcana seems to be more kind of detail orientated. And because you look, you've got the hangman trying to jump out again, because we've got 2, 4, 5 major arcanas, it does say that this is quite a significant month for you in March. Okay. For justice, we have the death card. Oh God, another major arcana. Oh dear, we might have to do that again. Lovers, we have the devil card. How many major arcanas can you have in one reading? My God. Okay, strength, we have 6 of Pentacles. Chariot, we have the World. Another major. Page of Cups, we have another major, the Star. My God. 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles there. Hanged Man, we have the Queen of Cups. King of Swords, we have the Page of Swords, yes, and the 5 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. We're going to have to clarify these even further because of all these majors. The Justice coming up with the Death card, right, basically sees that justice is now, there's a transformation to your life and something that's definitely coming to an end, for sure. Death marks change, the world marks the ending. Okay, anything more please for the Justice card? Anything more for the Justice card, please? I want to get a bit more detail, you see. I know this is a general reading, but we can't have it too vague. Okay, three of Wands, right. Can we get another one for the Chariot, please? Oh, I can't take but all of those because very... Another one for the Chariot, please, or the World. Thank you. 9 of Wands, 4 of Cups. Another one for the Lovers, please. Oh, yeah. We have four of Swords here, Ace of Wands, and the Chariot again. My God. Right. Okay. Gemini. The thing that you've been waiting on, so I have to just read it as it stands here. There's going to be a huge transformation to the justice system, something that's been imbalanced up until now. This obviously can be a legal situation, and probably very likely a legal situation. But if there has been an imbalance or injustice to do, even with a relationship, it's going to turn in your favor, and with it, it's going to bring a huge transformation. But it's the thing that you've been waiting for. Okay, so you will know how that resonates for you because we've got that 3 of Wands. So you've been waiting for this to arrive, and it arrives, and it changes everything. In so much so that you're ready to now complete it, do that final little stretch with the Chariot. You understand the things that you've learned from it. You've kind of learned a little bit more about yourself and to do with your own inner strength. Okay, and while you may feel a little bit wounded, a bit sore, a bit exhausted by this whole situation, having waited so long, you can, if you like, you've got to be very careful here. You're at the very powerful position at start of March, because when that all shifts and changes and allows you to sort of say goodbye to an old way and say hello to a new way. Now, this could definitely be work related, although I am seeing relationships here too. you may find yourself a little too exhausted to accept a new offer coming in with that Four of Cups. Because sometimes when we go through a battle, right, it takes so much strength out of us that when the dust finally settles, we don't want any more excitement, whether it be good or bad. We just want some smooth, even plateau just to regain our strength. But when an offer comes in, a beautiful offer comes in, we may not be ready to take it because we're like, oh, I just don't have the energy even to get excited. Okay. But what I'm here to tell you is that it is bringing gifts in. Okay. You can say yes, you can thank it, because actually that is going to propel you much quicker into a higher plane, rather than going from low to plateau to high on the mountain. Okay, you can reach the mountain much quicker and override the plateau, if that makes sense. The Hanging Man here with the Queen of Cups, again, there's that wait period. You perhaps even waiting to see how someone's going to react. I do feel like this is somebody else in your environment, to do with this whole situation. There's someone attached to, someone connected to whatever this injustice was that you have been waiting on, and you're kind of waiting to see how they're going to respond. Okay, you're waiting to see, you're kind of allowing the time to just let the dust settle with regards to that. And it feels like that's, again, it's an unsure kind of energy. Okay, with the Lovers, the Devil, the Four of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Chariot, you are now making a conscious decision to heal anything from this injustice from the past and where that's now been changed over. There has been some sort of imprisonment with regards to either a relationship or a big decision that you've needed to make. Okay, that decision that you need to make is it feels like to do with kind of a work situation or anything that you're kind of passionate about. All right, and it's almost like the choice has been haunting you. But you haven't been able to make the choice just yet, because you're kind of, it just feels like a haunting sense where you're kind of chained up. You can't really move forward because, and we're talking about the Lovers and the Devil here, right, together. You can't really move forward because you feel like, well, is this the right decision? I'm not so sure. Or now that things have now turned in my favor, can I still move on? Can I graduate out of that? And yes, you can, because the Four of Swords is there, meaning that you are going to allow yourself to heal. You're going to be healing through this kind of being stuck, not knowing what to do, what choice to make. And then once you do the healing, you've got the Ace of Wands and the Chariot. So I see it being a very quick turnaround. Okay, all of a sudden you've gone from a very sort of heavy place to being healed from it. Remember, you've surpassed the plateau. You've gone straight up to the high, because the healing is done on the lower scale, right? It's just kind of processing everything, letting everything recalibrate in your body, in your mind, in your heart. And then the Ace of Wands, all of a sudden you get this aha moment, this inspired action to drive forward. Okay, with it comes such beauty, because we've got the Page of Cups and the Star. So there's something that you have been actually wishing for, hoping for. Not only does the Star represent the healing from here, but there's someone coming forward, or a message that's coming forward, that just rejuvenates your sense of spirit, meaning giving you the kind of the little confidence boost to kind of it almost feels like this is all good news for you, but you're so tired and so downtrodden on that it's quite difficult to believe. Okay, but you do shift out of it, and it's almost as if Spirit comes with another good message, another loving gesture, another opportunity to dare to dream and to feel empowered and excited about the future. It's almost as if Spirit is bringing that into you to confirm, yes, 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 you deserve this. Yes, it's okay. And then we've got the King of Swords with the Page of Swords here. So you may have to deal with some correspondences and getting all your ducks in a row as it relates to anything of an official nature. Okay, so moving forward, and I mean, we've got the Chariot twice, so it could even be a physical move, but I'm not seeing any other travel cards here. So it could also be like that metaphoric move. The thing that you've been waiting on that has been unjust has now pulled into balance for you. It is fair, and now you're ready to take that step further. But there is some organizing to do with regards to that. There is some information to do with regards to that, and there could even be a slight delay. So you're kind of setting things up, but you have to maybe wait 6 weeks until contract comes through. That sort of energy. All right. The Strength card with the Six of Pentacles is really interesting, actually, because again, it feels like there's some sort of another gift coming through from Spirit saying yes, yes, yes. It's almost as if you're so tired and you've been waiting for so long for this transformation that when things start working well for you, it's almost like you don't trust it. You don't trust it. I mean, you want to and you go for it a little bit, but there's still a little bit, well, what's a catch? What's a catch? What's a catch? And we have twice now, Spirit's coming towards you saying, yes, 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 you've got this. This is for you. This will put you on the right path, okay? With the Page of Cups and the Star and the Strength and the Ace and the Six of Pentacles, okay? And I feel like it's going to take quite a bit of courage, a bit of inner strength for yourself to allow yourself to receive these gifts, okay? You do deserve it. Seven of Pentacles after that with the Queen of Pentacles is beautiful, because it's really saying you are now reaping the rewards. You are now bringing home the harvest, and because you knew what your resources were and you really did pull out all, I don't know what that expression is, pull out all the stops. Yeah. So you absolutely deserve this, and you've been waiting a long time for this. Okay, and what you're harvesting now, you have you see the Spirit and the world around you is trying to reflect back to you, yes, 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 you do deserve this change, you do deserve this verdict, you do deserve this judgment that has been made in your honor or in your favor here. So you've been constantly reminded by that, by Spirit. But it still feels like you might still be feeling a little raw or a little vulnerable, and that can sometimes, you see, when we feel kind of isolated or vulnerable or raw, the pride sets in, okay, and we find it quite difficult to receive from others. We find it very difficult to ask for others. When things are going great, it seems kind of easier to ask people for things because we're not desperate, okay? Now you're no longer desperate, but you might still be having a residue of that vibration from before. And so when someone wants to gift you with either money or resources or something that's going to help things out, it could even be a trade, okay, to do with business. You might, I feel like you are, it's taking quite a lot of your willpower to allow yourself to receive. Okay, but know that you should receive it because you've absolutely earned it with the Queen of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles. The Five of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles basically says you're still recalibrating after all of this, let's just call it junk, okay? All the junk that caused you to wait for an answer. Okay, to wait for favor, to wait for justice to come in. And by going through this, yes, you've done quite a bit of the healing, but there's still an element of regret over the past. Why did I have to go through all of this? Okay, because now that you've reached, you're starting to get to the point of having good news, and that's good, then it can sometimes send us into a type of victim mentality of, well, why did I have to go through all of that? Like this person hurt me and that person hurt me, and I did everything I could do, and it didn't go according to plan. But he's caught up in the three cups that he invested in that have spilled over, but he doesn't see the two cups behind him reminds me very much of this Four of Cups here too, because that Ace of Pentacles, which is a brand new start, a new opportunity, something that actually will have like a new job or a new it could also be, if it's a romance, it's going to be a new romance that's in the hiding in the future behind his back that he can't see. He's not focused on it, right? But whatever it is, it's really got kind of longevity to it. It's going to come, it's going to be long standing, so it's a reliable ace, okay, more reliable than the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is inspired action and lots of exciting energy, but the Ace of Pentacles is really kind of like, okay, I can trust in this one. And this Ace of Pentacles is the same, coming from the sky there, like this fourth cup here being offered to him. But you see in this card, he's still caught up in those three cups. He's still caught up on those three cups, okay? So you may find yourself grieving over the past, okay, because of everything that you've been through, and now things are kind of slotting into place, and you're now being recognized as you know, in a truthful, just manner. You may find that now's a time that you can kind of heal those wounds, but it can still lead you to a little bit more regret. I would say do the healing, spend the time to nurture yourself, even if that means, you know, taking a few days off and staying in bed, comfort eating, whatever it means to you, where you feel like you are being kind and nurturing to yourself. Do that as a healing approach, rather than oh, woe is me, it didn't go according to plan approach, okay? Because if you can heal, be kind to yourself in that way, you may then be in a stronger vibration to actually accept these aces coming in, this Ace of Cups, this Ace of Wands, this Ace of Pentacles, these new beginnings to come in for you, okay? Let's get an oracle card to close off the reading. What does Gemini need to know for March 2022, please, for their highest good? Thank you. Transformation, yeah. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing, okay? Now, I know this from personal experience. Obviously, the transformation is exactly the same as that death card. I know from a personal experience, because I love this deck, that when this card comes up, it usually comes up when you've been going through a bit of a rough time, okay? Because it's basically saying you've learned what you need, what you've needed to learn in this situation, in this circumstance. And by moving and shifting with the transformational energy, things are actually recalibrating in your body, in your mind, in your heart. And with that comes deep healing, because what you're doing is, it's like, if you think of a tiny little cell in your body, and it's been battered, you know, because it had to fight off a virus or something, okay? And now that it's coming out of it, it is now replenishing itself. It's creating a whole new cell. It's rejuvenating. And that is what the healing part is. But the reason I'm saying cell is because it's at a very, very, very deep level. So life is going to be very different for you moving forward. Very, very different. So embrace the change. You are going to be entering into a lot more, I'm not saying that you're not wise now, but this experience is bringing more wisdom to you. And with that, you have that enlightenment and that transformation of how you approach people in the future, how you approach yourself in the future, where you feel you are deserving of, and where you feel that where something is not just. Those are the things that are transforming in your life at a very, very deep level, and you'll never be the same again. So that's all I have for you, Gemini. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next month. Take care. Bye.